Hey y'all, surprised to see me again so soon? You know what? This little chair, it's really so cute, but it really clashes with both of my beautiful bedspreads, which y'all know the pretty one I'm saving for when I get my own place. I know people say don't save stuff. I've said that myself. But when I finally get my own little place, I want to be able to have the love and the pleasure of decorating that. That was always one of my favorite things to do. Now, what this video is about is an update on my taxes. And I know my financial stuff is nobody's business, but I try to do this stuff to kind of inform people as best I can. Now, a few of you told me after I made the last video on this that my AdSense stuff was totally separate than my Social Security, even though on the worksheet my Social Security did ask me for any supplemental income, which I included, and I was still way below the $25,000. Well, after doing a little more research, because I'm telling y'all, I do not want the IRS after my little honey. Now, I'm small potatoes, okay? But you never know. I think that stuff a lot of times is flagged by certain algorithms. And I could probably get away without even filing taxes. And are they going to come after me? Probably not. But because I try to be honest and do things the way I'm supposed to, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Y'all know I'm not. But I called H&R Block yesterday after I Googled some more information. Google is a wonderful thing, but it does not take the place of an expert. So I used to work for H&R Block in several different cities as a receptionist. Once you work for them as a receptionist and you go into an H&R Block office before the season actually starts and they know you've done it before, they snap you up just like that. Now let me tell you, things in a tax office can get almost violent. People get so pissed off, y'all, when they find out that they owe Uncle Sam money, or at least more than they thought they were going to. So I saw a guy almost hit his tax preparer one time. So anyway, that being said, after the Google search, I followed up. I did find out that any 1099 miscellaneous that you get, which I did get from AdSense, and I was totally expecting it, and I used it to do the Social Security thing. It said that you're self-employed or an independent contractor. And y'all know that when you are self-employed or an independent contractor, the person that you are involved with, in this case AdSense, does not take any taxes out of you. A smart person, which I have become, or smarter, let me say, takes a little money every month and socks it away for the next year's taxes, which, trust me, I will be doing. But anyway, after the Google thing, I did see on there that independent contractors, at least here in California, are subject to a 15% tax rate. Okay, well, then I called H&R Block. Now, you can go to many websites, H&R Block, TurboTax, and you can file a 1040 or a 1040EZ, and you can do that for free. I've done it for years, and it works out just fine. However, when you get a little more complicated and you have to use another schedule, and it's Schedule C for independent contractors, then it's a different story. TurboTax wanted $89 for me to do my taxes with their program. So then I called H&R Block, and I ran it by a tax preparer, which you guys, you can call H&R Block. And as long as you don't try to keep them on the phone for 30 minutes, if you have a couple of precise questions, they're always happy to answer them. And for one reason, that's so they can get you to come in and let them do your taxes. And, you know, it's a business, so that's okay. But you can get some pretty decent answers. Now, this fella told me, after we discussed it and I substantiated what Google told me, he quoted me to do the Schedule C, $300. Well, kiss my rear. That almost made me say, forget it. I'm not even filing. That's crazy. But we know I'm not going to do that. There's a lot of things you can get from places like Office Depot. I mean, you can get a will. You can do your divorce. I did one of my divorces by picking up the paperwork at Office Depot. I don't know that you could get any better than a 1040A or a 1040. You can also pick up those forms at just about any library. There's another way to do this, which is a lot of nonprofits. Interfaith Community Services is one of them that has volunteers that come in during tax season to help seniors with their taxes. So I'm going to give them a call and see if that's a possibility. The other thing is that the library, like I just said, has a lot of these forms. So I'm going to go by the local library in San Marcos, which is closest to me, and I'm going to see what forms they actually have. Now, if they have a Schedule C, I can do this myself. It is not rocket science. You fill in the blanks. That's it. Make copies of all your W-2s, or in my case, 1099s, and you send in the originals, but make copies of everything, you guys. Make paper copies. Now, when I use TurboTax, I always printed out a copy of the taxes. And I've still got several years, more years than I need, really. I believe it's 5 years for individuals and 7 years for a business, but don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure. But anyway, y'all, that's an update, and I just wanted y'all to know what I plan on doing, and I'll let you know which way was successful for me. Now, I'm not giving anybody any tax advice. Y'all know, don't take any advice on me except how to not get married. Y'all, I know I shouldn't laugh about that, but what are you going to do? I used to beat myself up about it, but I don't do that anymore. If God forgives me, then I'm okay. I love y'all. Do something fun today. I've already told you that, so please do it. I love hearing from y'all, and I just wanted to say one more time, I can't give, you know, long answers to comments. I try to do some, but when you see the little heart on there or the smiley face, then you know I have read your comment and I read them all. If I miss somebody, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I'm answering comments and I have to stop and go back, and I may not pick up exactly where I left off. But I do love hearing from y'all. Bye now.